Oh goodness, almost caught me eating a biscuit. Good morning. This is Father Marcus from the Casablanca Anglican Chaplaincy. Delighted to be spending a little bit of time with you, and thank you for that. I'll tell you a story this morning. Goes back about 50 years, maybe more, when I was a student at Priory Road Secondary Modern School in Hastings. That's where I grew up. That's where I went to school. And it was great. I loved it. I was very happy there. One of the things that made me happy was that we had an underground playground, and at break time we could go into the playground, and they had a tuck shop, and you could buy stuff in the tuck shop. Of course you could, that's why it was there. You could buy drinks and crisps, and you could buy biscuits, and you could get my favourite biscuit, a Jammy Dodger, and they were a penny. And this break time I had a shilling. So I was able to buy 12 Jammy Dodgers. And they didn't give them to you in a bag or anything like that, they just gave them to you loose. And so I had this big pile of Jammy Dodgers and stuck them in my blazer pockets. So my pockets were just full of biscuits and crumbs and jam and stuff. It was a horrible mess. Anyway, that's how it is. This particular day, I was out in the playground and was just about to eat my biscuit. And I'm not mucking about. I had what I believe was a religious experience. I don't know what happened, but it felt like it was God speaking to me, probably in my head or whatever was going on. But I had this religious experience, and it was as if God was saying to me, "Are you really going to eat 12 Jammy Dodgers?" And I was thinking, yeah. I didn't buy them for fun. And then I looked and I thought 12 is quite a lot. I'm not sure that I'm going to eat all 12. And the more I thought about it, I thought I'm not going to eat all 12. It's at break time. So I gave one away. And then I gave another one away. And then I gave another one away. And I ended up giving away 6 of my Jammy Dodgers. And just, to young'uns who were round about. I've got loads. Do you want the Jammy Dodger? Yeah, mate, great, thanks. So I gave away these 6 Jammy Dodgers. And I have to say, I felt good. I felt fine. I felt okay. I was pleased. And of course, I still had 6 Jammy Dodgers. So just because I thought, oh, good, yeah. Just about to tuck into my Jammy Dodger. And it happened again. This voice, whatever it was, "Are you going to eat all 6 of those Jammy Dodgers?" And I thought to myself, to be honest, I don't really need 6 Jammy Dodgers, do I? I'm going to see what happens. So I gave another one away, and then another one away, and then another one away, and then another way, and I had 2 left. And interesting things happened. I felt really good about myself. I didn't miss eating those 10 Jammy Dodgers. People respond if you're generous and kind to them. They're nice back to you. So I was getting a good 2 Jammy Dodgers left. Here we go. Just about. I don't even need 2, do I really? I don't even need to have 2. So I gave one there. My last Jammy Dodger. Break was coming to an end, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, let's just do it. And I gave it away to some other young. I can't even remember if it's someone I knew or someone I didn't know. I'd given those things away. And break finished, and I went back to class, and in a sense didn't think any more about it. But I do know that something had happened. And soon after that, I reflected on it and thought, maybe that was a moment when I decided what sort of person I was going to be. Maybe that experience confirmed into me something that was probably already inside, something to do with the fact that I did go to church and I was in the choir, although I got a terrible voice, and I did know the stories of Jesus, and I did understand something about this idea about not just thinking about self, but thinking about other people, about putting other people first, and about sharing, and about not trying to be greedy and not just trying to amass things. And that moment had an impact on me, and it's lasted my whole life. This desire, this part of me that wants to be generous and kind and out giving and all that. And once I was ordained, I remember using it as a story in an assembly. And I'd go in to an assembly. I did assemblies all through my ministry in the UK, done thousands of assemblies. But this one really stands out. I'd go with a packet of Jammy Dodgers and put them in there. And I'd tell the story. And what I'd do is, when I was going to give the biscuits out, I'd throw them amongst the children. Like, let's just throw them. Jammy Dodgers, throw them. Right at the back and then the front. And I'd say, before I do that, if I throw you a Jammy Dodger and you catch it, just hang on to it for a moment. Hang on to it. And I'd get through the whole packet of Jammy Dodgers, and I'd have my last one. And then I'd say, just look at that Jammy Dodger for a moment, will you? And the young ones, they would look at it. And then I'd say, right, now, after I've done my little spiel about what it made me feel like, and that moment when we have to decide what sort of person we're going to be, and then I'd say, so now, give that Jammy Dodger to somebody else. As an assembly, it worked a dream. It worked an absolute dream. Some children would give it to the person next to them. Some children would get up, the ones who wanted a creep point, and go and give it to their teacher. One child even came and gave it to me. I thought, how sweet, and I ate that one. But here's the thing. We are, to a great extent, in control of trying to discern what sort of person we're going to be. We can choose a lot about whether we're going to be selfish or greedy or self-centered, whether we're going to listen to our ego that makes us wrongly believe that we're much more important than we really are, or we could choose to be kind and generous and thinking of others. And Jesus in his teaching and the scriptures in general are absolutely clear that it's about others before ourselves. Now, my little story is about biscuits. It doesn't mean anything. It's about biscuits. But what happened to me that day, and I believe it was of God, had an impact on my whole life. But I also know it's never too late to rethink what is important. It's never too late to rethink our attitude. It's never too late to rethink the way that we deal with and relate to others. It's never too late to rethink our priorities or the things that we hold most dear. It's never too late to rethink our relationship with God, and it's never too late to rethink our relationship with ourselves. So, didn't have Jammy Dodgers, got these sugar-free bits of cardboard, but I'm going to give it a go. But my mum says don't eat with your mouth full, so I'm going to turn you lot off. Anyway, bless you with a biscuit, and I'll see you all soon. Bye now.